Hi everyone. I really didn't do a good job at vlogging while I was gone. I tried, but for some reason I'm just not used to it, and usually I just completely forgot taking out my phone to record a bit here and there, and also most of the time I actually spend with family. And so I'm gonna show you the few videos or clips that I actually took while I was out and about. And for starters, I have a bit of our travel experience for you. They're just 3 or 4 short pictures on the plane, and I just loved the sky outside because we were flying in at night, and we were basically flying back in time, so the sky was beautiful. Now and then on our first few days we actually went to the beach. We wanted to see a little bit of what was going on there. We just wanted the fresh air, and it was absolutely beautiful. Again, for some reason I just didn't film much, but I wanted to show you just a little bit of what I saw and how I just enjoyed it so much. So here we go. I love it here. It's just so damn beautiful. Do you know that? One of the nights we actually went out and went to a crab house, so we ate seafood for the most part, and it was really good. I'm not much into seafood usually, but that was just amazing. And I had so many firsts on this trip anyway, so I had my first hush puppies, for example, and it was just very good. And I took, I think I took 2 pictures, and yeah, just gonna show you those things. We also went to Roy Rogers, which is a very small chain of burger restaurants, and they had a pumpkin shake, which is a seasonal thing, and I managed to get one probably right before they were moving out of that, so I had to take a picture because it was just so delicious. And if you ever have a chance to try a pumpkin shake, do it, because my experience was this was amazing. It was even better than a pumpkin spice latte, and that says quite a bit in my opinion. So one of the other days we actually went to a small barbecue type place. They had pulled pork barbecue sandwiches. They were delicious, and I mean, you know, I'm not vegan or even vegetarian. I eat meat when I feel like it. More often I should leave it out. But this was really good. I like the place. It is very small, and so it was not really something that you might find when you're there as a tourist, but I wasn't really, because I was there with family. And after that, we once again drove around the area and ended up at the water again, which was amazing. Again, we saw quite a few animals, lots of birds, and it was amazing. Are you sure this is a B&J's pulled pork barbecue sandwich? Because that's a mouthful. Yeah. Man, it's so good. Thank you. It's good. It's freaking good.
It's called a blue herring.
Okay. I mean, it's rainy, but it's so nice outside. And then we actually went to the Harley Davidson store, which was just a great idea to swing by. We had a little bit of time left until we were meeting family again, so it was just nice to hang out and actually manage to get a Christmas present from there. Keep birds away?
Not just birds, but yes. Do you find that funny?
That is awesome.
They have fake owls to keep birds and mice away.
Hi, it does make sense. We have the same thing in Germany. Well, we have usually ravens and the likes.
Yeah.
I'm not used to pulling to get it, you know.
Hello. Look at the picture.
And then we went to meet family, and there are 3 dogs total that I met for the first time on this trip. 2 of which I actually managed to film, and they are absolutely adorable. They are fun to be around. They can be a little bit crazy, but it's just amazing. Oh, look at that!
Spot your mutt.
You didn't like that.
Shush! You got stupid bark too.
Hey, Frank.
Sit.
No. Definitely not gonna happen.
All I had to do was this to Fenris, and he'd sit down, by the way.
All in all, driving around the United States is quite different from driving around Europe, because not only are the streets wider, but everything else just looks quite different. So I tried to film a little bit of that as well. And in the evening we had a pizza from a relatively local pizza place. It is called Lido's Pizza, but before we brought that pizza home, we actually stopped real quick so I could take a relatively quick video clip of a blow-up turkey, which I just love that one, and I already said that we kind of need to have one. That's just cute. That turkey at night. Thanks, babe. And that was all the clips I actually filmed. I mentioned before I didn't film much, but this was just very exciting for me. I met many people I hadn't met yet, and it was just an amazing experience. It was a great time. It was short, and it was of course the first time without my baby boy, so it was quite hard, but he had a fun time with his grandparents, so I know he was fine and he had lots of fun, and I missed him a lot, but all in all, it was a wonderful trip. So this was actually it for the video clips. But one other thing I wanted to show you, and I'm just gonna add to this now, is the little bit of shopping that I did. I did not shop a lot while I was out and about, but I bought a few select pieces because I could and I wanted to, and in part also because I needed some. So let's get right into this. So for starters, I bought the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing powder. This is in St. Lucia, which is a wonderful combination. I had debated returning this one actually because I didn't check it at the store, and when I came home I realized somebody had put their fingers into the bronzer at least. There you can see it a little bit, but I'm just gonna sanitize it. I didn't have the time, and in the end I've been trying to get this duo for so long, I just figured I would go with it and sanitize it. So here we go. Then I also got the e.l.f. blush palette. Now this is in the dark version, and these are the 4 colors. I really like them a lot. The reason why I got the dark version is actually that I like the colors better, and I think I can just blend them out to make them work for my relatively light skin tone. But what I also noticed is that these colors are warmer than the ones in the light palette, so there is that. Then I kind of had to buy foundation because mine ran out while I was there. I already suspected it would, but I was hoping that it would last because I managed to get quite a bit out of my my little container, so I ended up with this foundation here. This is another e.l.f. product. It's the Flawless Finish Foundation with SPF 15 sunscreen, and this is in the shade Porcelain. Now, this was quite a pain to get, and I feel really bad for my family I was traveling with, because we stopped at I do not know how many CVS's, Walgreens, and Targets to find me a foundation. You know, I'm trying to transfer over to cruelty-free makeup at least, and 2 days before my foundation ran out, I thought I had plenty left, and we were at a Target, I believe it was a Target, and they had the Wet n Wild foundation that would have been fine for me. I have that at home already, and I thought, well, my foundation is still not running out, so I'll just leave it be and I'll not buy a new one. I should have gotten it then, because getting this was a pain in the butt, because all the places we went to did not have any foundations. They had e.l.f. had the BB cream and the tinted moisturizer, but the shades were too dark for me, so I couldn't buy those. And Wet n Wild frequently didn't have any foundations at all. They only had the powders, which I didn't want to get. I wanted a foundation specifically. So I finally, after I believe store number 8 or so, found this one, and I ended up getting it, and so far I quite like it. The color is a good match for my skin tone. I'm not sure though if this is making me break out or if it's something else. Maybe it's just a change with the weather, and it's getting very cold outside these days. When we get back, we actually had snow already, so I'm not sure if it's the foundation or the weather change that made me break out a little bit, but I'm going to keep an eye on it, and for now I'm keeping this aside because I wanted to use up my other non-cruelty free foundation first. And then I bought 3 Wet n Wild products. I thought I may be running out of powder, which didn't happen, which is good in and of itself, but I ended up getting the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Fair, and I think this will be a good match for me. I don't have another powder at home, so I would have needed one anyway, and now I can try this. I think this was also cheaper in the United States than it is here, so it was okay for me to get this. And then I got the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. Now this is pretty light, and I don't think this will work as a bronzer even for me. I'll have to try it out. I still have it sealed and all, so it's not open. But I know that many people actually use this as a highlighter, and if that works, then it's just perfect, because I have a few more bronzers that I can and want to use up. But I only have one highlighter left, and if this is a nice shade for highlighting, that's even better. And the last makeup item I bought is a Wet n Wild Fergie product. Now we have a store close by where they sell Wet n Wild, but they don't sell the Fergie products. So I decided to actually try this one here. This is the from the Wet n Wild Fergie Center Stage collection. And it is in Rosé Champagne Glow, and I believe this is supposed to be a blush. At least that's what it said on the little sticker that on the shelf. But I think this might be more of a highlighter. Sorry. And there you go. It is quite shimmery, but I can't wait to try this out. It actually says to reflect shimmer palette. This perfectly coordinated baked trio delivers high pigment in a wet or dry formula for a glowing extract reflective finish. Big girls don't shy away from a little sparkle. So I can't wait to try this one. If I don't like it too much, I'll just use this as a highlighter as well. It'll take a long time for me to use that up, obviously, but I definitely wanted to try this because we don't have the Fergie collection here. And then the last bit I got is actually not something I purchased myself, but it's this shirt here from a store we went to twice. It was the only store that we went to twice, actually. And well, I ended up getting this shirt, so I'm quite happy with this. So I had an amazing trip all in all. I really had a wonderful time. I'm still kind of iffy with the time change again. There it was already hit or miss with my sleeping schedule. Here it is once again, so I'm trying to get back on a normal schedule. But I really enjoyed it. I loved meeting everybody because it has been quite a while for me to see some of the people, and most of them actually I hadn't met at all. So it was just great, and well, that was my pretty short trip and shopping haul, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!